So a lot of you guys remember that we did a story on India and Algorand. Algorand made a big partnership with India last year, including one of its biggest tech hubs. Well, now Hedera is actually making a giant push into India with a new tour called Bharat Blockchain Yatra, and that translates to Indian Blockchain Tour. And they're going to be making 25 stops extolling the transition from hype to solutions. I like that, by the way. That's really great, particularly on the Hedera digital ledger technology. The tour is actually supposed to reach 500,000 developers in India eventually, with like 50,000 so far. Let me see if I can find something because I did not include a link. I think I'm a little off my game. It's a big shout out first off to Coinman, the H Barbarian, which is a great name. I love that, by the way. It says there will be a huge influx of developers coming to Hedera Hashgraph HBAR over the coming months as a result of the 7-month India government-backed blockchain tour, which is interesting because technically Hedera is not a blockchain, but you get the idea. We talk about it in the same space. It's a digital ledger technology, which is slightly different. Props to, which I think something about that, I've said this all along, something about that the major tech companies around really like, because they've all signed up to be on their Hedera, on their governing council. It's actually pretty amazing. All right, so this is from Pawan Anand. This is, Indians like me can understand how big this Bharat Blockchain Yatra powered by Hedera is going to be. Initially 50,000, later to be 5 million developers will be joining to learn Hashgraph tech supported by the All India Council for Technical Education. This is the first kind of tech tour on Web3, first of its kind tech tour on Web3 blockchain, narrating India's blockchain story, the shift from hype to value. Yeah, I like that because I think this is where stuff like crypto really emerges and comes into its own, when it shifts from just being all about hype and meme coins and stuff, and actually providing real world value, which it is a lot now. Actually, there's a lot of that going on. MasterCard had its own blockchain, basically had a private blockchain. Blockchain technology is actually very valuable, and a lot of companies use it, especially for supply chains. I was talking about this with Wholecoin before. Not Wholecoin, what was it called? Or did I get that right? Wholechain, which is for supply chains. The blockchain actually allows people to keep accurate track of where the stuff is, which is really, really hard to do otherwise. So it's 25 events across 18 states in India. This will happen between August, so it started, through February 2024. Join us as we explore the transformative power of blockchain technology in both fintech and non-fintech sectors. From programmable money and payments to capital markets and digital asset tokenization, from manufacturing, supply chains, remember how I mentioned supply chains, and logistics, to energy and sustainability, from e-governance to entertainment and media, and beyond. We will delve deep into a myriad of verticals, 200 plus speakers, 100 plus topics and ideas, and 50,000 participants initially. They're expecting eventually to reach 500,000 developers in India. And I think this is really interesting because we talked about how Algorand was also making this play into India and building some partnerships there to really grow the ecosystem. I think India is a great place to do it. You're going to reach a lot of developers there. You have a lot of base to work from, and I think it can really benefit the Indian people. So I think Hedera is smart in doing this. I think Algorand was also smart in doing this. Now, who will win? Who will win in India? Maybe it doesn't have to be a win. Maybe they both can be major players in India. But I think it's really cool that both these chains that I like a lot, and I'm just referring to them as chains to have a good way to like compare them or talk about them. I know technically Hedera isn't a blockchain, but I think both of these chains are good, solid projects. They both do good things, and they will both be very, very useful for the Indian technology sector. So shout out to Hedera for recognizing that, as well as shout out to Algorand for making the announcement that they did as well.